Hi, so we are going to start an art class, and in this art class, we're going to be talking about gratefulness, which is being grateful and showing and thankful and showing your appreciation for others that are close to you that you would love and that love you, have done things for you, but also we're going to do pop art. Okay, so I want to run quickly through the course and what I'm going to expect you to get, the types of things I'm going to expect you to have. Okay, because that's the most important thing. Also, Mom and Dad, we will be utilizing whiteboard, and I kind of wanted to go through that in case you have never utilized it. So I'm going to share my screen, or I'm going to show you what a whiteboard is. And it's very much similar to your whatchamacallit, your Google Meets and your Jamboards, but your kids can actually write right on here. Hi, my name is Miss Marissa. Okay, so and your kids are going to be able to collaborate on here, and like after they take pictures, they can actually, where's that? I think that you can add sticky notes and shapes. I thought you could put pictures on here. That's weird. I guess maybe you can't. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna have to ask them about that. So you can erase it and delete it and this type of thing and add more and add different things like this. And so your children will be able to utilize this. I can leave you feedback and talk about, oh, I like this and everything like this. So it's not what I wanted. Okay, this is the color for this here. Okay, kind of show you kind of what you're going to do. Okay, so we will be utilizing this. And I can export it out and everything. So close the whiteboard. Okay, so we'll be using whiteboard. And I just want to quickly share my screen with you because I don't want to make this too long. For this course, you will need these supplies, Mom and Dad. All right, you will need watercolor paper. It's kind of hard to find here in the GCC. I think Borders has it, some of the stationery stores. It is a little more expensive than regular like sketch paper. And the reason why, it's like a really like natural grain to it. It's almost even more so natural than like some of the resume paper. But what it does is that usually children that use watercolors, they douse and soak the paper so much it rips. So the watercolor paper actually is designed for watercolors. And when you paint with it, it will not saturate the page as much. Instead, it's more absorbent, but still brings out the color. So you can use 2 pieces of copy paper for this project, but it's not going to give you the same effect because what copy paper does is once they wet it down and they paint, then when it dries, it kind of has a crinkly effect. So when they go to make their card, they would have to put another piece of paper and glue it to the back, okay? And start the whole process over again, but still you would have a crinkly type paper effect instead of the watercolor effects where it would be a one substantial layer. So I would recommend that we have watercolor paper for this project. And of course, if you subscribe to my channel and you have like other classes with me, we will use the watercolor paper again, don't worry. You need any permanent color markers. I've seen Crayola has some permanent markers. Sharpies, of course, and if you're in the GCC, I do know that, and GCC is the Gulf Coast countries, the Middle East, we do have like off brands in some of the stationery stores. Okay, you're going to need wax crayons or the oil pastels. It can be either or. So because you're going to need wax crayons and oil to counteract with the watercolor. Okay, because you're going to be sketching on this watercolor paper, it's best to buy any type of sketch pencils because you will utilize them later on. And this is like an eraser, and it kind of feels like, you know, like that blue tack stuff, but that's the best watercolor eraser because it doesn't leave behind like the little eraser pieces. I don't know what you want to call that, like residue. Okay. On top of that, we have this one sheet of notebook paper practice. They're going to utilize that once their artwork is drying, because they're going to practice writing their notes to their special people. They're going to need a 12-inch or 30-centimeter ruler. Anyone have inch or 1-inch stickers like hearts or stars or balls or circles, anything, because you're going to use that to seal your card. And again, if this glue stick, it can be any brand, I don't care, it can be Oohoo, it can be Elmer's, whatever. It can be Scotch, I don't know whatever you guys have got where you live. But that would be only used if you use like your copy paper instead of watercolor paper, because they will have to glue it together because it'll be just too wet and too crinkly to make the back side of what you would normally do if you had the watercolor paper. Okay, so that's what you need for this project. The project should take about 3 hours, give or take a few. So what I've done is I put 55 minutes, and with my Zoom package, I do have actually unlimited time. So if we did go over, it's not the end of the world, but you would be paying for the 55 minutes per session. It's probably best because it's an ongoing session that you sign up for all three, just because your child will get the most benefit from that. And since it's an ongoing project and it's just one project, it has basically 2 parts, but because I know with kids it takes a little longer to write things out and everything, so I've added that extra hour in there to like, so I can give feedback, so I can say, oh, well, you need to cross this I or dot this T, or your grammar's off here, or you know, this type of thing. Then in order to give that proper feedback, we might need an extra limit. But it's really important that your kids do start from the beginning and go to the middle and start with and finish with the end, because once they finish, they can send little pictures of their and post them into our Zoom chat, so that I will take that, because I thought you could put it right on whiteboard, but I don't see that option on there now. And then I can put those into our blog spot. Now our blog spot is going to be here. Where is it? Okay, I just have to share my screen with you. We're going to exit out of this. Okay, the blog spot is here. And oops, this is where I would post your pictures. But the blog spot is our allschoolarts.blogspot.com. And so this is the post for our Pop Art Gratitude and Thankfulness cards. But to remind you though, parents, that anything that you post in the Zoom chat, or I would give you my emails if it was easier or whatever, that means you give me permission to post it on the World Wide Web. Because I might either post it here, or I might post it in my website, which is 21cast.weebly.com. Okay, because I want, oops, what happened there? Sorry, guys. HTTPS. Don't forget to put that. Okay. What? Oh, sorry. I should know my own thing. Okay, right here. Okay. This is my website. These are the services I offer here in Muscat, Oman, or wherever I am at the time, because I might be teaching in a different part of the world very soon. And so I might put it here under a gallery. Okay, as you can see right now, I have something from this place called Innovators Private School. And this is some of the training that I do here for teachers. Okay, so, but anything you post for me in the Zoom or an email or anything, this means you give me permission to use for educational purposes on the World Wide Web. Okay. If there's not any questions and you would like to sign up, just go ahead and click and subscribe in this L-School thing, and we can start. So that's it. I hope we have fun and we enjoy it, and have a great day. Bye.